Okay, so on the back of your paper that we just took notes on, so these are all the notes that we just took on the back, we're going to do 2 special cases. Okay, so 2 special cases that we have. Our first one is 5x plus 2 parentheses 5x plus 3 parentheses equals 15x. Okay, and we want to solve this like we did the other ones. So I will draw my line. And I want to look at both sides individually. If I look at the left side, there's a lot of stuff to do here. I see some parentheses, so I want to distribute. I'm going to go ahead and bring down the 5x because I know I'm not going to do anything with it quite yet. And then I'll distribute 2 times 5x, the 2 times 5x to get plus 10x. Then the 2 times 3 to get plus 6. And then I'll bring down all the other stuff. So equals 15x. Okay. I wanted to look at this left side again because I think I can combine some like terms. If I look, I have 5x plus 10x. They both have x's. They both have the same last name. 5x plus 10x gives me 15x. And I want to bring down that plus 6. And then on the right side, 15x. Okay? Now at this point you might have noticed I have 15x on one side and 15x on the other, and that's going to make something kind of weird happen. So just like before, I want to box both my variables. Okay, and I'm going to move one of them. Normally I say pick on little brother, but how about just for the sake of it, we're going to move this one. They're the same. There's not one smaller than the other. So I'm going to move this 15x. So subtract 15x on both sides. 15 minus 15x cancels. And then over here, 15x minus 15x cancels. So on this side, I'm left with a 0. And on this side, I'm left with a 6. So this reads 6 is equal to 0. Is 6 equal to 0? Definitely not. So this is one of our special cases. So up over here, I'm going to write that the equation sorry, 6 is equal to 0 is false. So the equation has no solution. So this is a problem that we would say has no solution. Okay, I have one more example. Example number 2. Let me scoot this over a little bit. Example number 2 is an inequality. So I have 2 parentheses 5y minus 1 is less than or equal to 4 plus 10y. Okay, I'm going to draw my line. I want to look at one side, see if there's anything that I can do over here. I have parentheses, so I can distribute. So I'll distribute 2 times 5y to get 10y. And then 2 times negative 1 to get negative 2. And then I just want to bring down the stuff over on this other side. Is less than or equal to 4 plus 10y. Okay. If I look on the left side, there's nothing else for me to combine. 10y minus 2 does not combine. They don't have the same last names. If I look on the right side, there's nothing to combine. 4 plus 10y doesn't combine because they don't have the same last names. But I do see that I have a y on both sides, so I'm going to box my variables. Once again, they're the same numbers, kind of like the first special case. So I want to subtract 10y because I need to move the y over to just one side. So I'm going to try by subtracting 10y on both sides. You probably have already guessed it. 10y minus 10y cancels. So I'm going to bring down this negative 2. 10y minus 10y cancels again. So I want to bring down the 4. And I want to bring down the less than or equal to sign. So I have negative 2 is less than or equal to 4. That's true, right? Okay. So our second special case, so I'm going to say the inequality negative 2 is less than or equal to 4 is true so the inequality has infinitely many solutions. Okay, so if you looked at both of our situations, our variables canceled. In the first situation in the equation, we ended up with 6 equals 0, which is not true. There's no way that 6 can equal 0. So it's false. So the equation has no solution. Down here, we had an inequality where it said negative 2 is less than or equal to 4, which is true. So the inequality has infinitely many solutions.